Hey, what's going on? So today I'm gonna go over something that I bought myself for my wife's birthday. I'm just kidding, check this out. So I actually bought my wife a kayak for her birthday. Ooh, where is it? The tandem thing. But I got myself something really good. It is a DJI Mavic Air 2. Obviously, if you've never been to this channel, I am ianofAustin, never forget it, never regret it. But I wanted to take the time today to do this unboxing. I think it's one of those things in real estate that if you are at a certain level, and I'm gonna say a level of technology, a drone is probably one of your most exciting purchases. And so today I'm gonna unbox this drone, do some flying, all that sort of stuff. You have to forgive me, we actually traveled down to Lake Bastrop. So if you're in Austin area, you'll know that's a little southeast. But it's cool little lake to hang out. They have these cabins that you can rent out. Anyway, you're not here for that. You're here to see what this Mavic Air 2 can do. Also, I want to apologize if I'm sniffling. It's because I'm in the woods. And if you hear other sounds, people walking on the trails, just kind of ignore that. So let's get into the video, shall we? All right, so I think I've got everything I need to get started. A knife. I borrowed this from the camping bin. This is my wife's favorite color. Don't worry about the color of the knife. All right, so obviously I don't want to tear this thing up. Let's see, what's a good way to open this? Oh, there we go. And this is the boring part, so hopefully there's some good music for you to listen to. Oh, there's a trash can over there. That's cool. I'm going to start off by throwing this away right away because I don't like having to deal with plastic or anything like that. I don't think that's really the right thing to do when you're out in the woods. But first, let's open this bad boy. Come on, bro. I'm missing some cables. Or missing. There it is. I'm missing the tape. There's always some tape. Tape. Shut away from yourself so I don't stab myself. I'm not a knife connoisseur or anything, I'm just saying. You should see the face that I'm making. Let's see that. Come on, for real. There we go. Oh, look at this. It is in a gorgeous case already. I don't even know what to think. I mean, so this is the Fly More package. That's important to note. It looks like all my cables and stuff are in here. Set the box over to the side like so. Probably do this like so. Great. And I have a Mavic case. All right, let me go throw this away real quick. All right, so let's start with this. I'm gonna slide this forward for a second, slide my phone, slide my mic over. You see this little Rode mic? I think I've shown this in a couple other videos. Make sure that the sound is nice and clear. So I'm gonna open up the case that I think has all the cables in it. Slide this open. Okay, so it looks like extra propellers. I've got some extra propellers. I have a flight manual. Don't need that. That can go somewhere. There we go. All right, so that's it for that. No cables. So I'm going to throw this away. And not put it away. So now let's open up this thing. So I'm going to check the front zipper. See if there's anything hiding in there. Nope. This is a nice flush case. I love this thing. I could use it. I mean, obviously I'm going to use it for this, but I could use it for so many other things. Maybe my 360 camera or something. Maybe a camera case. Okay, so I'm unzipping it. As I unzip it, there is a ton of stuff. So I'm going to start by pulling out the Mavic Air 2. This thing is big. It's not big. Let me explain. So I had the Mavic Mini last, and this thing definitely seems like it is an upgrade in the way of strength and sturdiness. That's what I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. It's pretty sturdy. Looks like I have to put the props on myself. Didn't expect that, didn't anticipate that, so I'm gonna have to fumble through that with you. Interesting. There are sensors all over the place. So I can see sensors on the back. It looks like lights. So I'm not in camera. So I've got these sensors on the back, and it looks like that would be, you know, if I'm backing up to a tree or something, it can help detect that. And then I've got these really interesting, it looks like LED lights. They're probably extra bright. This gimbal cover is monster. It's huge. Hopefully it's easier to take off. The Mavic Mini, I had a hard time unclipping it. It could just be me. Then you have more sensors at the bottom so that you can detect height. I'm imagining that this is, if not a light, it might be infrared. Again, to help detect it. Not sure what these are. Guess I'll learn as we go. It looks like this is the battery compartment on the back. Yeah, please charge to activate the battery before use for the first time. You know, we're not going to do that. I gotta fly this thing. I am going to open it up. So let's see. Nope, can't do it that way. You got to open the sides first. Come on, Ian. Open the sides first. Okay, open the legs. Take these little rubber things off. So this is to protect where your propellers, where your props are going to go. I'm going to take them off now because I know I'm going to be setting up my props. The other one must be in the box. So I'm just going to set this here for the moment. That looks really cool. Let's go ahead and take off this battery. Okay, I need to take off the battery for this thing. Looks like there's some tape here. Don't worry about that. Okay, pretty straightforward. You know, this is a really thick battery. That's how this thing has, what is it, 30 minutes of flight time. So I'm actually pretty excited to play around with this thing, but it's heavy. So I wanted to take another GoPro type thing and mount it either below or on top, but it looks like I can't do below because of all the sensors. So I guess I'll have to do it on top at some point. That sexy Mavic. This is very, it feels very sturdy. I'm excited to get flying with it. Let me set this down for the moment. Okay, I'm just checking just to be sure, and sure enough, I did have my other prop right there. Now that I know I need props, I'm going to bring those over here. What else is in here? Box, something, and that's it. So that's the case, just so you can see. You know, it has a little bit of foam protection for the drone itself. A compartment if you wanted to put some kind of paperwork or something like that in there, something small. Doesn't look like it would have a lot of clearance room. Ooh, there is a zipper up top. As I open the zipper, oh my gosh, there's even more. Okay, so different connectors, so that's great. So I've got different connectors and cables in the top. So I'm gonna set those to the side. Let me see what these things do. It looks like for my controller. I don't know what those are, so I'm gonna take them out. Let's play with them. Oh, it might be a battery for the controller. Okay, so yeah, this is a really neat carrying case. The Mavic Mini's case, it didn't allow me to have room for any of the accessories, so this is pretty exciting for me. Well, hopefully I don't keep losing you off camera. Let me cover this knife. I don't want to mess around, stab myself at any point. Okay, just because I'm really, of course, the one time, let me get the knife back. I don't want to mess around and not get these props on. I figure that's the most important for order of operation. You can't fly anything without propellers, huh? They're all sealed pretty well. Looks like I'm going to have to cut through some of this. Okay, so let's see if we can do this together. The prop, it looks like there's this little clip, huh? And you can see that right here. Is this in focus? You can see that right here where it slides in, press down, and then I will turn. So I gotta press, give it a little press, and turn it. It's hard to do on camera, so I'm just gonna set it down for a second and do it. Press down, and turn. There we go, straightforward. Open it up, done. So I have to do that for the other 3 props. Let me do that real quick. 1, 2, 3, extra. Don't worry about the sniffles, like I said, I don't have the Rona. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and set it over to the side and start focusing on some of the other things like this. It looks like I've got a controller and a couple other things. So I'm going to set this here. Let's see what we've got. So the controller is probably one of my most exciting changes to the Mavic line. And the reason why is because I've got this big old ugly Galaxy S20 phone. And the Galaxy S20, I don't know if you know, it's like 6.15 inches. No, it's like a 6.7 inch screen, something like that. It's big. It's grotesquely large. And so this controller switches. So instead of being at the bottom and you're trying to like fit the phone, let me just grab the phone. I'm trying to fit the phone in the bottom. This is larger than the controller. Let me start with, this thing is larger than the controller, and I have a case on it. Because you know, I do the credit card thing. I think it's really cool. Yeah, this would not work. And so I remember trying to pull out the Mavic Mini and get it to slide in here. The worst thing in the world. So here, it actually, now I've never opened this, so bear with me. There it is. Okay. Okay. So it looks like I can take this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Okay. There it is. Okay, it's even bigger than I thought. That's what she said. So I can take this. Still requires a little work. There we go. So we're not touching any buttons. God, this big old phone. Okay, there we go. So it fits fine. That's good to know. All right, so it has this little thing that slides up where you put the controller in. There are a couple other things. So I need to put my, looks like my knobs, I can just screw in right here. That's nice. It makes for easier storage. And they're recessed. On the Mavic Mini, they were recessed, but they were under that thing, and I'd actually pulled them out on accident a couple times, and it was just, it was a pain in the butt. And then another thing, it looks like, yes. So you also have iPhone and USB-C. So Lightning and USB-C for iPhone and Android. And it looks like I can use that to charge one or the other at the top here. It looks like the USB-C is the charging port. So that's going to stay here if you have an iPhone. Otherwise, you have another USB-C at the bottom, and you can use that for an Android phone. So that's really cool. Don't lose that piece. Seems important. On the controller, what do I see? So things mostly seem the same. So I've got my gimbal rotation up and down. I have a record and picture button up top. My controller. So first thing I want to point out, I watched a lot of videos on drones over the years, and one of the things, a lot of people fly like this. You actually lose control when you do that. So I suggest, it's been recommended to me, maybe that's the way to say it, that you fly like this, and I will say that I have so much more control, but that's neither here or there. So you've got a function button that you can assign here. You have your camera flip right here. So what else do you have? Home button, it looks like. Power button. Pretty straightforward. Looks like there's some speakers in the back here. It's pretty good. And then obviously DJI, so your power indicator light. And then you have tripod mode, normal mode, and sport mode. And I don't know if I'm going to get to go through all of those, but it's good to know that I have that. So that's very cool. Tripod mode, I'd assume that it kind of like hovers in place perfectly. So let's say I wanted to walk up and discuss the front of a house, right? Like, check out this porch because, you know, the banisters were just repainted. Anyway, so I can put it in tripod mode. And so that was a little embarrassing. I was filming a house the other day and I ran out of memory card space. So back to the video. Check this out. I opened this little case, and do you see this? ND filters. So I have different levels of ND filters, 16, 64, and 256. So I can pop these on the drone, and it should help with the light. And a 256, that is deep. So it'll help with the light when I'm, let's say it's a really sunny day, and I have an aluminum roof and I'm flying over the roof. That reflection is annoying, and it throws off the visuals of the drone. It throws off the quality of how everything looks. And it's called, I think washed out is the term a lot of photographers and videographers use. Like the background ends up being very, very white and you can't adjust it later, and it's a headache. And so the fact that they include these filters for sunny days or different levels of sunny days is excellent. Different levels of sunny day, whatever. Also, from what I understand, and I'm not a professional videographer yet or photographer yet, but from what I understand, the ND filters also help with the frame rate. So this is a 4K 60 FPS drone, 60 frames per second, and your shutter speed on the drone, again, from what I understand, changes based on the amount of light that's coming in, and you can actually have choppy footage if the light is off. And so these ND filters will help with that, from what I understand. Okay, so this looks like battery charging, if I had extra batteries. And this looks like it fits. I mean, it looks like it could fit right here. Could fit right here. Oh, I get it. Wait. This has to be right. Nope. Guess it's here. All right, people. For real. Where does this go? It matches that perfectly. All right, we're going to leave it here for a second, but it looks like something connects here to charge other things. It's got to be this. I'm not crazy. It's got to be this. Let's try it. What am I doing? Okay. I'm not reading the manual. That's too easy. Well, we'll come back to it. Maybe I'll run into something else. But it looks like batteries. Let's try this battery here. Okay, that's definitely the way the battery looks. It was so much simpler for the Mavic. Okay, so the battery goes here, no problem, right? This looks like it connects to something, and I'll figure it out at some point where I can charge, because I don't think I can have a direct charge with this yet, but that's just my guess. So if I need to charge up to 3 batteries, I have the ability to do that. While I'm here, oh, USB-C. I just wanted to call it out. And then I've got this in my pocket. I have a memory card, 128 V30, 128 gigabyte V30 SanDisk memory card. You got to get V30 because this is a 4K drone, 4K 60 frames per second, and a V30 card will support that speed. So where do I put that? Looks like right here on the side. Oh yeah. Already has some footage on there. Let's see, which way is which way? Okay. I think it looks like this way up. This is intense. There we go. Cover it back up. I am so stoked about this thing. Nice little cover for it. Yeah. Okay. Set this down. So what else do we have? What is this? Okay, giant power adapter? Oh, second battery and power adapter. Look. I'll show you that in a sec. This, nothing else. More foam to keep things from knocking together, and another battery. Perfect. Okay, so remember, that's the box. I'm actually going to move it over here. There's nothing else left in the box. So I have another battery. Rip this, and another battery. Okay, good. Those are still my props. I'm gonna have to throw all this away here in a second because it's getting a little too messy. In fact, let me go do that. Let me go throw this away. Okay, so yeah, I've got my power adapter. Sits right here, just fine. Okay, put this crazy knife away, and then I still don't know what this thing does. Still don't have a clue. Oh, you know what? Yes. Nope, doesn't fit. Huh. Wait a minute. Let's think through this. What came with this and this? The drone. I wonder if this is to protect? No. What the heck does this go? What does this go to, DJI? What is this for? Okay. Anyway, setting that back down, setting the drone down. Okay. So this goes here. Good. And I can put my other batteries on here. It's like easily enough. Like that. And then like that. Make sure I'm careful with it. Okay. And then I've got my third battery here that I could put. And then there's USB and then the giant adapter port. I showed these earlier, but these are just extra knobs for the controller. So it's pretty straightforward. Okay, now let's get into, I guess, flying this thing. More foam. Don't know what to do with that. Oh, wait. Let's see what these are real quick. It looks like these are just extra cables that go on the top of the controller. Since I'm using an Android, I don't want this micro USB. That's the old stuff. I was trying to get rid of all of those. All of them. Hate micro USB. I do hate it. I do hate it. That's a strong word, but I hate it. And it's because you can't reverse it, right? At least with the lightning cable, I might not be a huge fan of Apple, but at least with the lightning cable, you can reverse it. But this, you can also reverse. So USB-C is what we're going to use. Everything else, trash. Not trash. I got to keep it, but you know, I'm not going to be using it. So this can sit in the top of my controller here. Let's be sure. Sit in the top of my controller here. Yes. And then when my phone is hooked up, my ginormous phone is hooked up, I can put that in there. And I heard that it'll actually charge the controller. We'll get there in a second. Let's see what we need to do. Okay, what are the next steps? Next steps would be to turn on the controller, connect the drone, and then try to fly it. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, got this ginormous controller. I already have the app downloaded. The app is the DJI Fly app. I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can show you on this thing. All right, where's my face? All right, this is the way. You do technology, have fun. Okay, so let's see. I am going to look up DJI Fly, is this app. So I'm going to turn everything on first. Let's see. How do I turn this on? So it's a double tap, tap, double tap. Let me connect the controller. Let's try this way. I've got this big case. I'm appreciating that it's still connected, so it's a deeper cable. Always open when the Mavic series is connected. Sure, why not? If I'm connecting the controller, I want this to be updated. So it's up. I'm sorry. If I'm connecting the controller, I want this to automatically open the app. So I'm going to skip this video. So it's asking me to connect aircraft. So the controller's on. I'm at this level of battery. What's next? Let me check the aircraft. Before I fly the aircraft, of course, people, I've got a memory card in there. How do I unclip this? Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I had to do is, while I was in here, I had to like pull up in this little section. Oh my gosh. It's dangerously large. Pull this off. Pull this off. There we go. There's another one here. 3 stickers. And I feel like it's necessary to pull them off just because if it adjusts the weight, these gimbals are really sensitive. So I'm pulling it off to be extra safe. Okay, so to turn it on, there's the power button on this thing. So I know the battery button. Power button must be up at the top. Okay. The battery is the power button. Got it. The battery is the power button. So I'm gonna go ahead and press double press and hold. Did that not do it? I don't think it did it. Lucky for me, I'm gonna set this down for a second. Watch this. I have my battery pack, the little wireless charger thing. I'm actually gonna take this off and see if I can, that's lightning. Ah, there we go. And see if I can charge this thing. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, DJI. Looks like I'm gonna have to come back after I charge the battery. No, 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 no. Darn it. Yeah, let me go charge the battery. Be right back. All right, that's pretty embarrassing. So I do have a battery. It is not fully charged, but I think plugging it into the charger will help detect it. Might as well charge my watch. No? Yes? Do it for me. Charge. I'm not taking the phone out to charge it, so. All right, so now we're at the point where I can start it up. You hear it? You can hear that, right? Oh, probably near the mic, huh? Signature DJI sound. Looks good. See my gimbal just leveled out. See that? Okay. Oh, you can't see it. Gosh. There we go. Gimbal just leveled out. All good. Set this down. Open up my app again. Look at my face. Should be good to go. And it already sees it. So it says firmware available. I'm going to try to skip that. I don't know if it's going to let me. I'm going to hit activate. I agree to stuff. I don't know what I'm agreeing to. But you don't have a choice. If you want to fly it, you have to agree to it. Confirm binding account. Activate. Restart aircraft to complete. Will take 30 seconds. So it's already automatically restarting my aircraft. I don't even seem to have a choice. And I guess it's binding it to my email address, binding it to me. Probably if I crash, the FAA can find me so that they can find me. So there's a refresh option. I'm not buying it now, but I am going to buy it. They say like for a year, it will protect you. So if you crash the thing, they'll just replace the drone, right? Or replace whatever parts you need. So I'm really excited for that. Water damage, it's really cool. They just send you another drone. So it's in the US, it's 80 bucks a month, 79 bucks a month. I'm sorry, $79 one time, not a month. So I'm not gonna buy it now though. I am gonna buy it. Tap here to bind. Also, being in the middle of the woods, my connection may not be very strong. It seems like it's not an issue. Okay, I'm gonna close this all for the moment. Okay, so now it says go fly. So I'm not gonna download any of this just yet, this extra firmware. I'm gonna hit go fly. Before I do that, let me go ahead and start recording my screen so that we can see. Let's go with no sound. Start recording. Okay, so go fly. Do I do it? Go fly. It should open the app. Switch to storage location SD card. Yes. Enable now for aerial sensor system. So so they have an aerial sensor system where if there's an airplane flying around, it will show it on the map. So yes, I'm gonna say yes, I want to see that. I don't want to crash into any planes. That's very good. Oh, this is the drone. There he is. There we are. There we go. Hey buddy, look at that. All right, so I'm stoked. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna talk about the app a little bit later, but first let's take this thing for a flight, shall we? Vision sensor blocked. Yeah, that's me. It's me. I'm blocking it. Take a step back. Figured it would make sense to go and put this on like a level surface so that when I fly it, I don't want to crash or anything. This looks level enough. That's not level. There we go. That's level enough. This will work. Let's do it. All right. So what do we see? Okay, in my app, I just go ahead and hit fly, take off. Oh, gotta hold it. There we go. Uh-oh. That's not good. I'm not sure what happened. Let's try this again. Let's try this right here. Let's try this again. Okay, I have no idea what happened. It just didn't. It says takeoff permitted. I know there's trees. I'm trying to stay away from the trees, buddy. Interesting. It's telling me I've got an error on one of my propellers. Let me try this. Go a little further. Okay. I'm on actual ground right now. I was in a little dirt before. Okay. Actual ground. Put it. Take off. Two propellers are incorrect, and I don't know which ones they are. It's so interesting to me. They all look exactly the same. This one's off. Put it here. Put it here. Okay, let's try this one more time. Go to takeoff. Still no. Okay, I get it. I get it. That's why there are two different propeller cases. There are rings around them, and it shows you which are which. This is good. This is the learning process. You gotta look here at the propellers. There is a silver circle. Let me make sure I can see you here. There we go. Okay, so at the propeller there is a silver circle around it. The silver circle only gets connected to the one with the silver ring. And you see, this has a silver ring around it, and this does not. So that means I have to put the other propellers on that spot. So I'm going to take this off. Put the silver circle. Good. Silver circle propeller. Okay. Okay, silver, no silver. So now I find the other props. Those have silver. And these do not. There we go. So another pair. No silver. Looks like these are, I don't know if they're smaller. Not my design. I'm just doing what DJI is telling me. And it's good that the aircraft will not fly without knowing that. See, no silver around it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. Okay. So I'm kind of rushing through this now because this video is really long already. Okay, push this down. All right, now, action. Okay, let's try this and this. It's literally probably the worst way I can do it, but I'm gonna do it. Shh. This, take off. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh my gosh, that was scary. Not bad. I like it. Very stable. Not too loud. Very fast. All right, so that is detecting me. Okay, I'm gonna switch it to sport. Wow, I heard it was fast, but God, that is not even. All right, why don't we get some footage? Yeah, let's do that.
got big dreams. You're just an ambitious proletariat, questioning what it all means now that you found out that it doesn't mean anything to be right when the world is wrong. I'm so sorry to hear that you crashed falling alone now. Do you believe in it's new? Something bigger than you, love. Something bigger than me. And do you wish it was true, love? Do you wish it was me? You see it, something small, just a flicker, and you swear it was real, love. But you were fooled before. For the first time, for the last time, for the first time, for the last time. I'm so sorry to hear that you crashed falling alone now. Do you believe it is new? Something bigger than you.
Oh my gosh, so much work. Okay, but now I'm good where I can just like pop in the phone, pop in the, turn on the controller, turn on the drone, and just kind of go. I don't have to do the whole collaboration thing like I did with the Mini. I think that this is gonna be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I hope this helps you out. And then obviously my outro video, which shows you more around Austin, and stick around, you might find another video that makes sense for you. Thanks for watching.